Good morning. I think you rest very well. Today we will begin. Right now you obtain theoretical knowledge about 3 subtrends about conductivity. We will study conductivity. Right now we will do exercise for every subtrend. For the exercise, let's do experiment. Right now I'll show for you several examples, and after this we'll ask you what was similar from every example. This is our typical platform for exercise. Example number 1. I have toy for children, yeah? And you can see toy can move in space. I have other toy for children. And you can see this toy, design of this toy. It will be example number 1. Example number 2. You have visit to cosmetic clinic, and in cosmetic clinic, doctor will do treatment for your skin. Doctor have vessel, liquid, and do treatment. But there is alternative way for delivery substance to surface of skin, and as alternative way, I can recommend for you this device. In this device, located liquid balls, revolving balls, and I can very easy delivery liquid to surface of skin. It will be example number 2.
똑같은 일을 하는 두 가지 걸 계속 보여주고 있는 거죠, 그렇죠? 첫 번째 장난감, 두 번째 장난감. 두 번째는 뭐 바르는 건데 하나는 부시고 하나는 그런 롤러형이 되는 거네요.
Next, I have box for cigar. Box for cigar can be open. Box for cigar can be closed. But I have box for cigarette, and box for cigarette can be open. Box for cigarette can be closed. It will be example number 4. Example number 5. You remember process of reproduction in nature, and you know for reproduction necessary spread seed. And spread seed. We have seed and wind spread seed in space.
결국은 이제 식물들도 번식하려면 뭐가 될까요? 씨를 갖다 해서.
It is existing technology for reproduction in biological area.
떨어뜨리겠죠.
But you know alternative technologies for reproduction. For example, you know trees map. Trees map have seed with this design, and you can see. Okay, what was similar from every examples? Your opinion.
Movement is forward to rotation.
Absolutely correct answer. Thank you very much.
아, 얘가 뭐죠? 직선 곡선이죠, 직선 회전이죠.
Really, in every technologies we use 2 kinds of movement, and after a theoretical lecture you can recognize it very easy. And right now we will consider subtrend number 1. Subtrend number 1, pattern and trend about change different kind of movement. And here will be located parameter different kind of movement. By the way, you remember content from 40 principles, and you remember principle 14. Principle 14. Principle 14 have as recommendation number 2, please reject from forward movement, and please think about revolving movement. Really, it is small piece information from physics, from mechanics area.
14번 원리가 그거죠, 그렇죠? 공유로인가요? 곡선 운동, 그렇죠?
커버슈팅.
네. 곡선 운동을 회전 운동으로 바꿔라는 14번 원리입니다.
Why we will try reject from forward movement and go to revolving movement? Because very often revolving movement can increase capacity in your technology. It is law from physics, law from mechanics, and every information from trees, it is information from physics and chemistry.
직선 운동을 갖다가 왜 회전 운동으로 바꾸느냐 하게 되게 되면은 많은 경우에 바꿀 때 효율성이 증가되기 때문에 그래서 그러는 겁니다.
And you remember classification system about different kind of movement? Forward movement, yeah. Forward movement can transform to revolving movement. And it is contained by principle 40. But you can remember other kind of movement in content of 40 principles, and you remember there is some impulse movement. Principle 21. Principle 21, skipping, very fast process. Skipping means impulse movement.
21 원리가
hurrying.
네, 빠르게 진행하기죠, 그렇죠? 네, 이게 동작으로 말하면 펄스 무브먼트 되는 거죠. 빠르게 진행되는 거죠.
Skipping, impulse. Regarding to skipping, we can found in physics area. Wave movement, and in mechanical level it will be vibration. Vibration, it is principle 18. Yeah?
네. 우리가 웨이브 자체가 기계적인 방식이라면 뭐죠? 그게 파동 운동이잖아요.
In micro level, it is wave movement.
운동을
So what does mean wave movement? Wave movement you can found in every radiation. Light, it is wave movement of electrical and magnetic fields.
예, 마이크로를 본다면 뭐죠? 모든 레디에이션이 다 웨이브죠, 그렇죠? 예, 레디에이션, 레디에이션이 있는, 그렇죠? UV 레디에이션, 다 레디에이션은 다 웨이브입니다.
But forward movement can have two parts. In forward area and opposite, and you can remember this kind of machine, yeah?
So.
Okay. And we will put it friction, for example. Friction movement, and if you remember about revolving movement, in revolving movement you can recognize similar situation, pendulum. Pendulum movement. Friction on two sides, forward on one side, revolving movement on one side. Okay. It is alphabet of mechanics. And regarding to this alphabet of mechanics, you can create new version of products. How we can do it? Let's do experiment again. Right now I'll show for you several examples, and after this I'll ask you what was similar from every examples.
몇 가지 보여줄 테니까 유사점을 공통점을 찾아보세요.
Example number 1, box for cigarette. Open, close. Open, close. Example number 2, pencil. Open, close. Open, close.
그렇죠, 진정 운동이죠.
Example number 3.
그렇죠.
Open, close. Open, close. Example number 4. Open, close. Open, close. Example number 4. You have lead for bottle, and you understand. When I have revolving movement, I spend long time for open. It is disadvantage. How we can kill this disadvantage? We can change design of lead, and you see new design of lead. I insert lead, closed.
폐쇄운동 가게는
hermetic enough.
확실하게 하는데 문제가 뭐죠? 오래 걸리지 않아야겠죠.
Spare 1 second.
공작을 바꿔서. 진정 운동이죠?
Okay. What was similar from this set of examples?
진정 운동.
Pendulum movement again. Pendulum movement absolutely reliability way for solve as a problem.
유 박사님이 이렇게 많은 예를 보여주는 거죠. 여러분 자꾸 이제 보시잖아요, 이 느낌이. 이런 느낌을 가지셔야 돼요. 진정 운동을 여러 군데 여러 방식을 적용할 수 있는 거거든요. 예를 보여주는 거예요. 다 진정 운동인데 이렇게 적용될 수가 있구나. 그런 걸 많이 느끼는 게 되게 중요해요.
And if you know this algebra, if you know this alphabet, you can calculate new version of products. Let me say a couple words about increasing parameter using of different kind of movements. Strange parameters, but anyway we can consider these parameters also. In this case we have important area. We can have summa. We can have summa of movement. And when we consider evolution of some technical system, in first step it can be inverse, in first step it can be forward movement, but in next step it can be obligatory revolving movement. In next step, the people became thinking about other important parameters and became apply pendulum movement. In next step, the people became think, we can do merging between forward and revolving movement.
여러분들 어저께도 보던 모노바이 풀이를 할 때 꼭 한 가지만 써야 됐었나요? 아니잖아요. 그렇죠? 바이 컴플렉스 막 나오잖아요. 똑같아요. 동작 한 가지만 쓰시는 건 아니에요. 섞어 쓸 수 있는 거예요. 섞어서. 섞어 쓸 수 있는 거예요.
In first step it can be this, after this, yeah. You can remember evolution. First step this, next step this. After this we can think about revolving movement, this, yeah, for increased capacity. After this we can think about pendulum movement, after this we can think about summa about revolving and forward movement. And if you consider history of weapons, in history of weapons, ancient technology for move some object in one area, yeah? Forward movement. Yeah? But next step evolution was invented different category of weapons, different principle of operation, and as you remember, bullet have revolving and forward movement together for increased stability, for increased accuracy in shooting. And please calculate. Pendulum movement, revolving movement. You increase amount of different kind of movement in one machine. Here located here, this located here. Next step, we can use wave movement. What does mean wave movement? Wave movement, it is laser, yes, of course. It is laser. And model of a surf model can help for us in quantitative level understand logic of evolution. And if you understand logic of evolution, if you have some useful pattern, and I extract this pattern only from physics, because I'm physicist, my job physicist. You can calculate new version of products. Okay, maybe.
사실은 수많은 과학자들이 이런 걸 탐구하거든요, 그렇죠? 변화를 준 거에서 여러분들은 그걸 갖다가 이걸 배우심으로써 쉽게 빨리 그냥 응용할 수가 있을 거예요. 옛날에 이런 많은 정보를 갖다가 이용해서 이런 팩터를 만들어 보니까 여러분들이 이걸 딱 보고 그냥 이용하시면 돼요. 그게 사실 특히 장점이에요. 많은 분들이 했던 거 갖다가 이렇게 잘 조합해서 쉽게 사용할 수 있는 구조를 만드는 게 특이거든요.
So, how I can change my behavior if I see in environment some objects? I can consider music instruments. You know this music instruments, harmonica. You can immediately recognize forward movement. Yeah. You can immediately begin think, can I replace, reduce forward movement and think about revolving movement. Immediately think about music instruments. And not so much difficult to calculate new design for music instruments if you know these rules.
그럼 저걸 보는 순간에 이제 뭐죠? 움직임 있잖아요, 그렇죠? 그렇게 하면
어떻게
스스로 운동이네. 회전 운동 바꿔야지 딱 떠오르셔야 되는 거예요, 그냥. 기계적으로 뭐가 될까 생각해 보시는 거예요. They know.
Please imagine. What?
They already know.
Ah, no. Okay, let me show it. Yeah?
They already know.
Let me show music instruments from Thailand. Music instruments from Thailand, principle of operation is very easy. If you blew here, you will create sound, and if you will revolve it, you can create music. Unfortunately, I cannot play with these music instruments, but you see, it is not difficult. If you know rules of evolution, if you know pattern of evolution from mechanical area, you can immediately apply it. Similar situation if you consider, by the way, music instruments from Vietnam. Yeah. You understand, vibration. Using of vibration for creating sound, and if you change size of your mouth, you can change frequency, and you can create music. Maybe it is not so much advanced music, but it is music also. Again, you can consider system for bodybuilding. Yeah? You know, system for bodybuilding. Okay, what kind of movement? Forward. Yeah? Forward movement. You can immediately see. Necessarily think about equipment for bodybuilding with revolving movement. How we can do it? Revolving movement in bodybuilding, and you can remember, I know what is the gyroscope. Yeah? Gyroscope has stability, and it has gyroscopic effect. If I do inclination of axis, immediately I return. Gyroscopic effect immediately create force for return. Why not? It can be prototype for generate idea about new product for market in bodybuilding. And you can see, in this case, we have gyroscope, yellow balls, it is gyroscope. And if I start this gyroscope, I'll do starting of this gyroscope and increase velocity. I can increase velocity regarding to 20,000 RPM. I became feel gyroscopic effects. Please continue my movement. Continue. Repeat my movement. Be careful. Oh, very difficult. Okay, during break, every student can touch it and try force from this small equipment, very small size, right? And I can put it in my pack. I increase ideality because I decrease size for bodybuilding question. Okay, let's do 10 minutes break. After break, we will consider next subject.